And I'm waiting for to get the notification. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning into a very special edition of the People's Podcast with a great musician, an artist, performer, and a great brother, um, Brother Vincent, aka Alaz Apprentice.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Alaz Apprentice. Okay, excellent. Well, for those who don't know, and this brother is very popular in Atlanta and all across the country for his great talent. First of all, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam, God.
My sister's name says peace, family, peace, name.
Peace, peace.
Um, First of all, when did you know that you had a talent for music?
You know, straight out the womb, you know what I'm saying? It was just notes, you know, I ain't even cry, bro, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was just singing. No, I was just playing. Man, like, my brother, man, he played trumpet. My older brother is Kadir Muhammad, Morehouse graduate, went to North Carolina Central, then went up to Northern Illinois University, and recently, he probably played for like 5 years on Carnival Cruise Line, and only kind of took a break because of the quarantine, really. So he was the reason I play trumpet. So I'm still trying to catch up to him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you know, like in fourth grade, they would just like, you know, everybody. Third grade, actually, we had to like learn percussion. I went to a private Christian school called Progressive Christian Academy, which was founded by Dr. Curtis Talbert and Dr. Betty J. Talbert. I believe it's Dr. Curtis Talbert, but Curtis and Betty Talbert were both in the ministry. They had Progressive Baptist Church and Universal Light Christian Center at this time now. But yeah, man, they had a private Christian school, one of the only Black institutions to be created in Macon in the 21st century. And, you know, we was growing up, we was, you know what I'm saying, green and white, you know what I mean, uniformed up, you feel me? And we had a band director, Dr. Turner Goff, you know what I'm saying? And he would come through, he had everybody in third grade started off on percussion. And, you know, I wanted to be cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't had a rhythm, you know what I mean? I hadn't tapped into my original, you know what I mean, essence at that time. Little off beat, you know what I'm saying? And I was on beat, I just, you know, wasn't on beat enough to play the snare drum. So I remember it like it was yesterday. We had to do these paradiddles, you know what I mean? And they put me on the cymbal, bro. Not even like the, you know, I ain't even had two of them things. I just had one. And you know what I'm saying? I hit that thing when I was ready. So that was like the introduction after the home. So my grandfather was a music director at the church. I didn't even know he was an MD at the time, but he was an organist and piano player, always playing around the house. Grandmother, he went to Morehouse. Grandma went to Fish. She was singing all the time, beautiful voice. And they were real instrumental in the church, Mount Olive Baptist Church. Salute to, you know, the home team. And
yes, sir.
So music was always around. Moms was playing keyboard and piano. Pops was playing guitar, and not really necessarily like, I mean, to an extent professionally, but like not like just like, you know, on the road and stuff like that. But music was just always around. Songs in the Key of Life was playing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Public Enemy playing, like, you know, Run DMC, all the good stuff. So it was always around me. But fourth grade was when Dr. Turner Gall brought out these mouthpieces. And he was like, you know, see if you can play it. And I was one of the best ones to play it. And I was like, hey, this fits. Let's keep going with this. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That was like the beginning of it.
Okay, beautiful. Can we hear some of your trumpet? We want to close out with the rapid, but we want to hear what Allah has blessed you with your talent.
Of course, brother. So we're gonna start with let's start with we're gonna start with something upbeat, man, when the Saints go marching in.
Okay, let's get to it. Hey, yes, sir.
Praise be
Real
to
musician
Allah.
right there. Real musician. Yes, sir.
Praise be
Praise
to
it to
Allah.
Allah. Okay, great. All right. Who inspired you? What are some of the artists that inspired you to keep going in music?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you know what I mean? How much time you got, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like anybody doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to say, you know what I'm saying? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the premier artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's deep, man. Like, just being in the nation and being in music, because he had to choose between music and the ministry, and like he was given that ultimatum. A lot of times us that are in the arts community, we get that ultimatum put on us before. Like it's not the same situation that he had. And I was able through Hip Hop Detox to be blessed to go to the palace and be able to kind of share that with him. And he was like, don't ever let anybody put my trial on you, because that was something that, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad asked me to do at the time, because he was testing me, you know what I mean? And that was something specifically. And of course, Allah tries us with things that we love, and we have to balance these things. And regardless of whether the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad comes to you, or the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan comes to you and gives you that ultimatum, your student minister, your captain, your lieutenant, whoever gives you that ultimatum, life is going to ultimately give you that ultimatum to see what you love more. So there will always be times, because at a certain time he went back and was told to go back to his music, to use it as a tool. And we see, the album that he released, and you know what I mean, all of the different things. Like, the man's got an album better than, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yes,
everybody, you know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
everybody
Yes,
got Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, and you know what I'm saying, all these
yes,
people
yes,
just pulling up. So it just goes to show you, like, if you put Allah first, you know what I mean, what Allah will bless you with. So I have to say that, because there's so many, Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, John Coltrane.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get up to the modern day, Roy Hargrove, rest in peace, and long live his legacy. Christian Scott, Nicholas Payton, and these are just trumpet players. Arturo Sandoval, Wynton Marsalis, like, these are just trumpet players. But you get into your Herbie Hancocks, and you get into your George Dukes, and you get into Quincy Jones, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many. Then you get into your Ella Fitzgeralds and your Sarah Vaughns, and you get into your Billie Holidays, your Nina Simone's, because what we have to remember is, with music, the instrument is just an extension of the voice. Like, it's imitation of the voice. Like, every instrument is working to imitate the first instrument, which is the voice. So it's deep, bro. Like, also, man, long live the spirit of the Rock, you know what I'm saying? Student Minister Rockman, because I remember, bro, pulling up one time to number 15 in Atlanta, and I think it was like an FOI class or something. And he was like, he had the trumpet on his lapel. And it was a nice, you know what I'm saying, like, diamond crusted joint. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't know you played trumpet. He's like, son, I play a different trumpet. He's like, I play the trumpet of the word. And it was dope to just hear that, because the minister, using the trumpet, and the same way, like Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if there was any symbol that he would use to represent the work, it would be the trumpet, because it represents resurrection. And that goes back to even like the voice, though. Like, the voice, as it said in the scripture, in the beginning was the word. The voice is the beginning of every instrument. Like, we're trying to imitate, harmonies and melodies and all of those things on whatever, and it's all vibration. So so anybody that does music in a great way has inspired me to do music in a great way.
Okay, beautiful. Well, let's hear your second song with the trumpet, sir.
Okay, so we gonna get into something like this. Let me see. I'm gonna test this sound out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me see. All right. Some of y'all might, recognize this. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, this before your time. It's okay though.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Some of y'all might, vibe a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that right there.
Amazing.
Praise be to Allah.
Yes, sir. Amazing. Okay. My sister Miriam says, "Hey, sister, I love it." Somebody
Hey.
sister Love says yes, and my sister Naima says, "Hey," with the fire emoji.
Hey.
Yes,
That
that's good,
way.
bro. I didn't know you. First of all, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know that was good. Yeah, I feel like I'm
Praise,
late. I didn't know. I didn't know. I
praise
wasn't
be
up.
to Allah, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, somebody just texted me. Can you before you because we're gonna ask Brother Vincent to rap for us. Before you rap, do you have one more? Can you give us one more cover, sir?
Oh yeah, for sure. Say less. Let's do this one right. I mean, y'all up in Atlanta, so you feel me? Like, we might as well go this way with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to that 1-5 one time and 1-5B. You know, it's all love. Let me see what we got over here. Yeah, we gonna do this real quick. Y'all, we're gonna run that one time for the people. Hold on, bring that back.
And thank y'all for continuing to watch the People's Podcast and always showing love to all our guests. Thank you very much.
Man, let me tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all about the People's Podcast, man. You know what I mean? All these folk jumping on Zoom now, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you looking at a visionary, my G. You know what I'm saying? Bro knew what Zoom was, but anybody knew what Zoom was. Oh man, nah, man. Much respect, man, and definitely give you your flowers while you live. You know, at a certain point, I definitely pray that you have someone to interview you, because you were doing a great service to our nation, a great service to our world, because our nation's history is world history, and beyond history is our heritage, our legacy, and you are documenting it. You are appreciating people while they can feel and really appreciate and cherish the appreciation. You know what I mean? Like that's huge, bro. And the more we know about our nation and the more we know where we come from, the better equipped we can be to move forward. So I want to personally thank you for the service that you have given, and please make sure that you get somebody to interview you, bro, because you got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? So thank a lot for you and your family, bro. But yeah, for the A-Town one time.
Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get into it.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Excellent. Hey. Okay, everybody. My sisters are saying Outcast with the fire emojis. Hey.
Halfway.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I don't know if you all knew because I just found out, but our brother can spit and say he got a hot 16 for us.
Hey, so man. Okay, do you want a hot 16 or you just want a verse or you want like the full?
Man, whatever you can do, go ahead.
Look at man, you know what I'm saying? Cause like we here, you know what I'm saying? So this joint is called Bruce Lee. Let me see. So I dropped this joint shoot, probably like 2014 maybe. Okay. Just released a project last February called Better. But yeah, this piece called Bruce Lee, man. So we gonna rock it like this.
Yes, sir. And before we start, how can people get your music and listen to it? How can we hear it?
So I am Alaz apprentice. So let me just kind of give a little background on that. I came up in the era of the Lil Bow Wows, the Lil Waynes, the, you know what I mean, Young Jeezys, and you know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of names that was like, just for me, it was like, okay, Lil Bow Wow, right? And much respect to Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. However, I just knew like I wasn't gonna be little forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a slim guy, but like I wasn't gonna be like little forever. You know what I'm saying? So I the goal was to create a name that was timeless and a name that would like guard me from like when I'm going to these different places. Like if you Allah's apprentice, you know what I'm saying? Then like there's certain things that Allah's apprentice is gonna do. Even when people introduce you, like they have to say the name of Allah. You know what I mean? They have to say God's name. And it reminds me of like who I need to be and growing into the God that I am. So at a certain point, bro, the crazy part was people couldn't spell apprentice. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just rough for them. Then people started calling me Allah. Like they were, you know how black folks want to shorten everything and they be like, hey man, my homie Allah. And I'm like, it's a way to understand that. However, like what I'm working on right now, you know what I'm saying, is a teachable moment. So call me Alaz. So that's where the rebranding came with ALAZ with the phonetic spelling of Alaz, because now it's not only am I Allah's apprentice, but if I create an album, it's Allah's album. If I have, you know, property, it's Allah's property. It's everything, and I belong to God, and it's all love always, because we're not gangbanging on religion. We caught up on how are we actually living. So if you are really demonstrating freedom, justice, and equality, you call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. But if the love is coming in that way, whatever way the true love is coming through that demonstration of freedom, justice, and equality, we salute that. So yeah, so you can check me out, www.alaz4life.com. So that's Alaz for life. Once again, that's www.alaz4life.com. And that's on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I believe it's Facebook. So yeah, that's how we rocking. But this piece that we're gonna get into is called Bruce Lee, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you having me on this historic, you know, institution of a podcast. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we got going on right here. You know, that's how Georgia do. I would be remiss if I didn't let people know I'm from Macon, Georgia, the Mac town.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Number 93. It ain't no study group. You know what I'm saying? This is the big 9-3 down here. And you know what I mean? Like we come from the history of you know, Minister Lucius, you know what I mean, Bayard, you know, Brother Bateen, you know what I mean, laying the foundation down here. And Student Minister Darrell that came out of 15, you know what I'm saying? Yes, that's like down here, like really making moves, you know what I mean? So we thank Allah for the whole family. It's the Southern region and it's the nation, you know what I mean, till it's over and to infinity and beyond on some Buzz Lightyear. But
yes, sir.
Music-wise, we come from like Lil Richard. We come from Otis Redding, James. Look, man, like James Brown got his start in the Mac town, man. So like, this the soul music capital of the world. Put respect on it. But yeah,
yes, sir.
Man, it's this joint right here is called Bruce Lee. Yeah. Look, And when they woke up, they was asking who's he. I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce. Into the dragon, spitting fire like kerosene saliva, speaking flames, non-flyer, and some never seen attire. Acquired from inspired artists who never tire of creation of material, never seen poster prior. My state of mind original, bodies considered criminals. Lock them up and lose the key, no love for individuals. Faking, taking styles, copycats, spit them felines. Only motivated by the cake, they want that key lime. My motivation divine, drive like a T-time, but never hit the green. No, I'd rather blow your mind with a line so refined, cocaine, resign, crime, saying I can't compete, your quality too complete. Made them get up out the street like headlights in the night. It's in bright for the loss of life, cause you might not, but you just might get hit upside your head like a back fist from a person that practice kicking cats in their lips with backflips. And when they woke up, they was asking who's she. I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce Lee. Say lightning never strike the same place 2 times. Well, homie, I ain't lightning. Homie, I'm just frightening. Scary how I carry this torch to scorch porch. Monkey rappers looking dapper in they long jockey shorts. Music, crime, sports. Your designated lane, world star BET. Your designated brain, the white man's system. Your designated blame. They say it's no escape. Watch me, David Blaine. Could be Chuck Norris or Daniel with the crane. Who was he to Bruce Lee though? Homie, it's a pain, but never the aggressor. Learned that from my professor, Elijah the apostle, wiser than Aristotle. Following the model got me runway fresh. Suit sharp, clean cut, bow tie on my neck. FOI more than fly. We on that mother plane, 40 miles in the sky, let that hit him in the brain. Ay. And when they woke up, they was asking who's she. I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce Lee. Look. And when they woke up, they was asking who's she. I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce Lee. Miles away from typical, tipping up on mystical, pushing towards the pinnacle of musical and lyrical possibilities, proving limits to be lies. My spirit's supernatural, my body's a disguise, undetectable to eyes that blink. Be the soul level present, manifested in the thoughts we think. God told me stop writing, I'm just holding the pen. I can't judge nobody cause I'm tainted with sin, but even sinners tell the truth, and to the truth wise listen. And sinners turn to saints when the sinners stop sinning, till we sin again, repent again, and God start forgiving. But only the sincere ones who change the way they're living, fighting for my life. And I ain't always winning, but when you think about it, who won every fight they been in? Bruce can't even say that, but what he can say, you might have beat me then, but you never could today. Ay. And when they woke up, they was asking who's she. I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce Lee. Look, Alaz, that's my name, the MC, but I hit them so hard, they thought my name was Bruce Lee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Naima, my sister's name is clapping. Brother Joseph says,
MVP.
dope MC,
Praise
true inspiration. Thank you, brother Joseph, for always showing love and watching. My sister Mimi says bars, and everybody's doing
praise to Allah.
Praise be to Allah. Thank you, brother Vincent. I didn't know Allah. Man, I just didn't know. I'm late. My brother been trying to tell me about you though. Rashad, my brother, he was like, nah, you gotta listen to him, bro. He can go hard. I just didn't listen though.
Man, all praise due to Allah. Nah, man, it's all in Allah's timing, man. And you know, I also want to give a big salute, man, to your mother and father. You know, because you are a product, man, of, I mean, just divine, you know what I mean, divine stock, if you could say that, divine lineage, like, and it's interesting, man, also to the whole family, man, your sisters, your brother, in particular, Shad, because Shad, number one, is just an incredible human being, first and foremost, a warrior, a soldier, to go through the things that he's been through and to stand the way he's standing is a beautiful thing to watch. Also, that brother's a lyricist, you know what I'm saying? Like let's be clear, you know what I'm saying? Like Pac's reincarnation, like when Pac was talking about, like, you know, I might not be the one, but I'll spark it, like he was talking about Shad, you know what I'm saying? Like that's who he was talking about. So, like, you know, to all of the artists in the nation, man, you know, just stay focused, man, you know, walk your walk, you know, and just hold ourselves accountable to the standard, you know, that Allah has set for us. Our relationship is with Allah, you know what I mean? So as long as we are focused on that, then we'll find ourselves in the right place at the right time, man. But thank you once again, man, for all that you do, man. The
Thank you,
soldier that you are, bro, the brother that you are, because
and
people
thank your
miss that.
family. Thank your family as well. Thank your
Oh,
family
praise
as
be
well.
to Allah,
And
man.
what we gotta do? What we gotta get you and my brother on the track? What we gotta do to set that up?
Say less. I done sent Sean Beach, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's only a matter of time, bro. You know what I mean? Like we talk about it a lot in terms of creating a label, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is common conversation in the artist circles in the nation, you know, creating our own labels and the collaborations and those types of things. So I'm ready, willing, and able, you know what I mean, to collaborate because another thing that we have to realize in our nation is it's just not just like, but the dynamics are the same when it comes to just chemistry, you know what I mean? And people have to realize chemistry and timing. You know, everybody is not meant to work together. Everybody is not meant to work together at a certain time. However, those that are, that will happen, you know what I mean, like at the right time. And like definitely Shad is one of those that I would definitely love to work with. There's so many, you know what I mean, that are throughout the nation. We start calling names and we'd be here all day. But
Yes, sir.
thank Allah for everybody. And I would encourage everybody in the nation, man, just to continue to elevate your craft. Don't just rely on the teachings to float you as an artist. Like, yeah, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, that you can do Supreme Wisdom in the whole, like you did a whole Supreme Wisdom album.
Yes, sir.
All praises due to Allah.
Yes, sir.
However, don't be mad if your beats was trash or your flow wasn't right and people not rocking with it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Like
Yes,
we have
sir.
to hold ourselves to a higher standard than we hold the world to. That they playing around, you know what I'm saying? Like we have supreme mathematics and, you know what I mean, the supreme knowledge. So we have to have a supreme level of delivery and a supreme level of presentation to show others how to do it. You know what I mean? So and don't be in your feelings, you know what I'm saying, if everybody don't want to work with you, you know what I'm saying? Like find the people who want to, because you don't want to be sitting in the studio awkward, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you forced the situation. So like, you know, thank Allah though, man, for everybody. And you know, praise be to Allah for this platform. Praise be to Allah for you, bro.
Thank you very much. I love you, bro, Vincent. I love your family. And
Love you
thank
too and
them
your
as
family,
well.
God.
Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
your brother, your parents, everybody. And I didn't know that where Otis Redding and the Little Richard, I didn't know that the connection. But I'm a
Yo,
fan
right
of
here, baby. Right
yeah,
here, Max Town.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew a little bit because of the James Brown movie about him being in the South and stuff like that, but I didn't know Otis Redding and Little Richard. That's
Bro, to the point where so Little Richard, you know, a lot of people were seeing after his transition that the Beatles were opening for Little Richard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
I'm aware
saying?
of that. Yes, sir.
Jimi Hendrix was in Little Richard's band.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Otis Redding was mimicking him, and James Brown were mimicking just like you said, you wanted covers first. And that's what good artists should do. They should start with covers and then go to originals, because that gives people a chance to see like something familiar and be able to connect with you on a familiar level. So a lot of artists started out doing covers, and a lot of people were doing, even Aretha Franklin, like Respect is a cover of Otis Redding's original song, Respect. So like that was, you know what I mean? Like that was his original song. She did a cover and it blew up larger than, you know, the one that he did. He would do Sam Cooke covers. He did Change Gonna Come. His biggest influences are with Lil Richard and Sam Cooke, Otis Redding in particular. But making, like I said, man, I don't just call it soul music capital of the world just because I'm trying to like make it seem like something like it just like it, like when you look at Beyonce and you look at Bruno Mars and you look at, you know what I mean, Prince, and you look at all of these great legends, like it's like you can literally trace the lineage back to, you know, this red clay. And the last thing that I say, man, is we talk about the arts and culture lineage. However, when you talk about just the liberation lineage, it traces back to this soil. You know what I mean? Because Sandersville in Deep Stuff, Georgia, where the messenger is originally from, he was working at Cherokee Brick Company in Macon, Georgia. And there's a story that even at the historic Douglas Theater, there was a millionaire in the 1920s, to the point this man was so successful that the Klan put a bounty on his head, you know what I mean, to come after him. He was able to, you know, withstand that. And he built his own theater. but they would do things to intimidate him. And this story is documented in Otis Redding's biography, as well as there's another history of Macon that this particular story is documented in, where there was a man that was lynched and dragged through the streets to intimidate Charles Henry Douglas, and it was either thrown in the lobby or in the front of the theater to intimidate him. And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad saw that at the time and was like, yo, we got to do something. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and he moved to Detroit, and from there met, you know what I mean, the Mahdi, you know what I mean? And
yes, sir.
Here we are. So I just, in Georgia, man, like, and just in particular, man, because Atlanta as well, man, like Georgia, period. You know, they say Georgia born black man. And, you know, when the South rises all over, it's a reason for that, because the work that was done to intimidate black people, when we overcome that fear, it's nothing, literally nothing that will hold us back. So we salute everybody all across our nation, and we all have things that we can add to the puzzle and add to the solution. However, Georgia has a very, very key role in establishing, you know, the kingdom of God on earth as it is in heaven.
Praise be to Allah. Bro Vince, I think you should go into the ministry for sure as well,
oh,
sir.
Man, hey, we here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
look, you know, we all ministers. You feel
yes,
me?
Sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Just got to pick that ministry. So praise to Allah. Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. Thank you. And thank you all for watching People's Podcast. And assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.